The 21st, and that is a respectably very pink sky in the west here. And when I went shopping today, there were Jesuits everywhere. They were timed with precision timing to try to collide with me in my vehicle. I wore a tinfoil hat when I went shopping. Just, they were everywhere. I don't know if the camera's going to pick up that pink, though. See right there on the horizon how pinky it is? And like I said, when I was bumping into, even in the store, it was like everybody was timed to bump into me. I think they're trying to get me in an accident and make me look like a bully, like I'm mentally ill and not fit to drive or walk or something. But it was really weird. I mean, and I was driving good. I wore a tinfoil hat. I think that helped. But still, I could tell Loree, her Jesuits were trying. That woman needs to go. Tornado clouds or something, you know? It's not this cloud. This camera's not picking it up. You see there on the horizon how it looks like there's a funnel or some sort of funnel going from weird right down there at the bottom. Today is the 22nd, and we had a big rainstorm today, but you can see even with the rain the skies are still pinky. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up though. There. See? This is the northeastern sky. This is the north. I don't know if this camera's going to pick it up though. To the northwest over Orlando, it's pretty pink on the horizon. Streaks right down there on the horizon. This is the western sky. And I forgot to mention today's the 22nd. It was raining really like a monsoon about 2 hours ago. We had, you can see it right here. See water everywhere. It's raining. Eastern sky, and today is the 23rd, Monday. I still have yeast symptoms. This is an interesting bird flying there. I don't know if you can catch him. I still have yeast symptoms, but it's because my left TMJ joint is still stiff, and that's caused by yeast, so we haven't licked Loree McBride yet. She seems to be changing the makeup of her bombs, though. They're looking more like Ray bombs and less like Nukaki. I don't know if you can catch that. That's the western sky. Bunch of dogs in this house here. Sky. Interesting, colorful sunset here. I don't, with it right above the sun. Usually this camera doesn't pick it up, but it's yeah, this camera's not going to pick it up. It doesn't look like. Take a look at this sky, man. All I can say is, oh my God, this is just wild. Look at that. Those clouds. It looks like she dropped a bomb right over my head. Look at that. Oh, getting ready to go for my walk. 26th of July today. Take a look at that, man. This is sort of like the northwestern and western sky. This is the western sky, kind of like the southwestern sky, western sky, northwestern sky, the north. It just looks like it's looming right over me. Just massive. Cocky right there. Oh. That there. That looks like a Nukaki. brain control is really strong. It's probably these clouds looming over me. They're probably loaded with some sort of yeast toxin. I still have a pretty respectably sore left TMJ joint. It hurts to eat. I haven't said anything about it because I'm just living with it. But it does hurt. And it's coming from these clouds, the yeast that she's dumping all around me. I'm breathing in the yeast and then they're going to my TMJ joint. Some genetically engineered yeast. Notice my shield apparently is holding it up, but she's dumping a lot of bombs. This is a pretty thick, it looks like a sea of semen right here. I wrote law today making it death penalty to use brain control in any form. And this is Loree McBride's response. Look at that, the ray bombs, Nukakis, and God knows what else she's come up with. This thing looming over me. As I'm going for my walk, according to my law, anybody who uses brain control as part of their weaponry deserves the death penalty, which means Loree McBride and all her willing and knowing supporters deserve the death penalty. These are Loree McBride's bombs. This is her response to my new law. She's never going to give up, folks. There's only one answer. She has to be executed. She's had every chance to get right. She knows what she needs to do. If she wants to live, she needs to behave herself. She needs to be a good girl. And she wants to be the devil, so out she goes. This is Thursday, July the 27th. I forgot to mention the date. This is Loree McBride's bombs, Western Sky. As you can see, she's never going to give up. She's as stubborn as Satan. She has to go. It's the only answer. We've given her every chance to get right. She's not interested in being a good girl. She's interested in being an evil girl. And she's killing people in the process. She needs to go. Oh, I can't miss this. These clouds are definitely different looking. Whoa. As you can see, there's something on the bottom. And then when you go up, it goes all the way up over me. It's like from the western sky all the way up. Boy, this is some bomb, Loree's bombs, plural, she's dropping. There's a close-up on the bottom there. Guys, this is to the north. That's rather interesting too. This is the east, north. Look at that. Kind of, we're going to back off a little bit. There's the east, the west. Whoa, right above me. And there's down on the horizon. That looks like a Nukaki right there. It's an interesting view of the western sky. It looks like right above Orlando. This is 27th. Loree McBride is busy being a bad, evil woman. The 7th, and as you can tell, Loree McBride's ray bombs. She's still in business. And this right there, you can see some ray. This is the here's a ray bomb to the northwestern sky. You can kind of see it, but right there, see? This is the look how it's going up like that. It's a ray bomb. This is the western sky. Going up like that. This is the southwest. This is the eastern sky. And then she's got a ray bomb going that way. She's still in business. She needs to be taken out. Look at that. This is the western sky. August the 7th. August 7th, 2017. This is the eastern sky. Those bombs, ray bombs. These are Loree McBride's ray bombs. They just go long. These are pretty strong bombs she dropped today. Look at that. Look, like that. This thing just goes like that, like that. Those look like Nukaki clouds right there on the horizon. Yeah, they look like new cocks. Proving that, as I've noticed the past couple days, there's been less pink in the skies. Like the only pink I see today is right there. Other than that, we're doing better than usual as far as the pink.
I was able to make an appointment with my psychiatrist, even though Loree tried to sabotage that. I had to make a payment of $113.39, even though my insurance was supposed to cover it. But my Patreon supporter took care of that. So since I made the payment, and Brent advised me to just go ahead and take my Patreon supporters' money and pay the money they claim that I owe them, because United Healthcare was not coming through for them. I'm going to see if I can get reimbursed, and I was able to make an appointment for September, so it looks like I'll not have any trouble continuing my Seroquel. So the Lord has worked that out. Thank God for my Patreon supporter. And now that they're not having problems with well care, and from now on out, it looks like things will be pretty smooth as far as me being able to see my psychiatrist. My Patreon supporter ordered me a on-showy camera, and she was so excited about that. It arrived damaged. Loree damaged the camera. And I wrote her and told her about it, and I said, I think I should return this and exchange it for a different camera. So I decided to exchange it for a Canon. It has not arrived yet. It's probably going to arrive within the next week. And hopefully, when the Canon arrives, it will not be damaged. I'm getting a refurbished camera, and my Patreon supporter gave me a gift card for the difference so that I could afford it. So once Amazon gave me the return money, I told my Patreon supporter I need about $100 more, and she gave that to me, and I was able to order the Canon. It was a little confusing. Loree tried to sabotage that. The camera hasn't arrived. I'll let you know how that goes. My Patreon supporter got in an accident. She caught a horrible stomach bug, and Brent told me to tell her to be sure and obey the Gail Commandments, because they dropped a cloud over her town, and it had stomach virus germs in it. And anybody who's not obeying the Gail Commandments would be susceptible to that. So she's trying to obey them really diligently now. And then she had an accident, a boating accident, and she injured her knee, and her doctor said it was the trifecta of knee injuries. She messed up a whole bunch of tendons, and really, she said it felt like someone shoved her, and I said I bet it was Loree McBride, because she was in the town where my Patreon supporter lives on the day that the accident happened. I know because Brent and I were Skyping that day, and Loree was going after Brent, and Brent was very close to where my Patreon supporter was, in the same state. And so I believe Loree was using an invisibility shield, and she shoved her, because she said it felt like somebody pushed her and caused her to injure her knees. Pretty fierce. She got a pretty serious knee injury, so pray for her. Satan and Loree are attacking her and my supporters. And when I went for my walk today, one of my walking partners was screaming at her neighbor using curse words, and she's usually a very nice lady. And her neighbor's got this really vicious dog. I think he's a Jesuit. And I think Loree's just going on a rampage, attacking anybody who's my friend. That's what it looks like. And then my car has been starting weird. I have to turn the key. I'll put the ignition till the engine turns on, count to 3, turn it back off, count to 3, turn it back on. I don't crank it all the way. I do that 5 times, and it goes boop, 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 boop. Then I have to turn the key all the way twice to get the car to start, but it works. And I think I've got a bad EGR valve, and I was going to bring it into a mechanic, because I sent them an email to make an appointment, and they just set me up for an appointment. So I thought maybe my Patreon supporter had contacted them. So I just decided I'd go ahead and take money out of my savings to go see him. But I told my Patreon supporter about it. She said, "Oh, Gail, don't use your savings and all this." So that was apparently Satan's trick. So I canceled that appointment, and I'm just going to trust God to take care of my car. And the Gail Commandments help me with decisions. I would have violated the Gail Commandments to get my car fixed. So apparently the Lord's going to make my car work. If not, he would find a way for me to get it fixed where I don't have to disobey the Gail Commandments. So I'm just telling you, when you obey the Gail Commandments, it makes decision making easier, because if you have to disobey the Gail Commandments, then you probably shouldn't do it.